So beautiful ones, you're there. Yeah, you're there, guys. So sorry, it's just so bright in here, and the viewfinder is so small. Yeah, you are there. How you all doing, guys? You all okay? Lovely. All ready for Crimbo? Hope so. What you all doing this year? Anything exciting? Relatives? What did you want for Christmas this year is the biggest question of all. And my third question today is, do you like mince pies? Dime qué es lo que esperas. Dime qué quieres ver. Good morning, beautiful ones. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Joseph. It's really lovely to meet you. Now then, guys, I was in Sainsbury's yesterday. Sainsbury's, if you don't know the UK, is a huge, sort of quite an upmarket supermarket, a little bit more expensive than Tesco's, Aldi's, which are other supermarkets. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then I apologise. Yeah, I was in Sainsbury's yesterday just getting some bits and pieces in for Christmas. And I found myself in the hair care aisle, the conditioners, shampoos, so on and so forth. And I happened to come across you're there, aren't you? Sorry, it's so bright in here, and I've just had a hot bath. In order to be able to do today's tutorial, you need to have clean hair. Yeah, I was waffling, wasn't I, about what I got in Sainsbury's yesterday. Basically, I got a hair clipper. It's cutting a long story, very, very long story, very short. I got a hair clipper. This is it. It's the Wahl or Wahl. How do you pronounce that? Does anyone know? Can you let me know in the comments? That would be amazing. Thank you. How are you all doing, guys? You all looking forward to Crimbo this year? It's going to be brilliant this year, isn't it, guys? So excited. So talk about this one rather than my festive intentions or my plans for Christmas this year. This was £14, so by far the cheapest one in the shop. And I did need a new clipper. My hair's getting a little bit too long. And as my hair gets longer, I tend to put conditioner on it, just rub my hands together and rub it through, style it, and then leave it, because as the conditioner dries, it holds your hair in place. And if you just want to get rid of the conditioner, rub your fingers through and your hair will feel amazing condition. So basically a leave-in conditioner, but a styler at the same time. Does that make sense? Control. Now, why did I choose the Wahl one? Well, the price basically £14, and it comes with a 3-year guarantee or warranty, whatever the word is. Sainsbury's, I'm sure you can buy it from Argos or online or Wahl.com or Wahl, whatever the. How do you pronounce that? Is it Wahl or Wahl? Or I don't know why I'm thinking of Andy Warhol, but I am thinking of Andy Warhol. Why? It's just associations, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And if any of you beautiful ones out there fancy watching me cutting my hair, which I'll be doing with my brand new clippers, I've thrown the other one away now. We had quite a nice one. I can't remember what make it was, but certainly nowhere near as cheap as this £14. And so I haven't got really high hopes for this, but if it can do something to this old Barnet Fair of mine or my hair, then all to the good. There are 10 shields or clipping shields, you know, the thing you clip onto the cutting blade there, and they're them there. And each colour denotes a different millimetre edge or different size of millimetre edge. So it goes from short, very short red to reasonably short in the middle to a little bit longer. Now we're talking like millimetres here. So do you know what I mean? If you've got long hair, this wouldn't be for you at all. This is for short people with shorter hair. And I guess you could graduate your hair, start off with the red one, then move on to the purple one, blue, orange, so on. Do you know what I mean? To get like a more professional haircut, although today we'll probably just be using the purple one, possibly even the red one, because I need to have my hair very short for Christmas. Why do I need to have short hair for Christmas? I don't know, it's just something I like to do. Do you know what I mean? So without any further waffle, shall I tear this? Or do you want me to read about the box a little bit? Shall I just get it open? I'll get it open. Can't stand people procrastinating, do you know what I mean? Waffling on about boxes. And I do waffle, I get that, guys. But I'm trying to get it open. I should show you what I'm doing really. It's a piece of sellotape. I'll go and get some scissors, back in a second. So guys, I'm back now from the kitchen with my scissors, and can you see up there that piece of sellotape? And it's secured to the, why am I telling you? You don't need to know about that, do you? No, right, so let's get this bad boy open. So opening up the box. Do you cut your own hair? I'm sure most of you don't. It's just that it's so much cheaper than having, there it all is. Oh, there's something else in there. I'll pour that out too. Loads of foam, loads of stuff we don't really need, loads of stuff which is now on the floor, but that's just me, isn't it, beautiful ones? You all know me by now. Right, what's this black thing? Do you reckon that's a cape? I guess you just drape that over your shoulders. I've put an old t-shirt on. This is a t-shirt which is possibly 20 years old, something like that. Anyway, it's really old and knackered, so it doesn't matter whether you get short hairs. And I use this t-shirt when I'm dyeing my beard too. Sometimes I actually wear my best shirts when I'm dyeing my beard, and I've ended up ruining so many shirts because obviously I am the clumsiest man in the world. But so shall I discard that one? I'll throw that one away. I might need that. I'll have to go and get that in a second. But what's that all about? I understand now. So that I guess your brush, and this is the component, is that the right word, component? Component itself comes with a polystyrene or polyethylene sheet, or whatever that is, so you just remove that. Keep hold of that though, guys, because you know, once you've finished with your equipment, do try and keep it nice and clean, which I guess is what this one's for. Do you know what I mean? To get in there in the cutting blade and just to remove those short annoying hairs, but we won't be using that today, so throw him over there too. That's all the cutting blades. There's 10 in there. Wow, it's brilliant. It's £14. Do you know what I mean? Do you guys? Do you know what I mean? I hope so. I never know what I mean. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but generally I don't. So no, I do really. I'm just kidding with you. So my gorgeous people, for the grand sum of £14, possibly around 16, 17 US dollars. Don't quote me on that. You get a book of instructions. You get the component itself, which is got the shrink wrapping on it, so we'll have to take that off in a minute. I can't see a cover though. That might be what the black shield thing was though. Do you know what I mean? A clip-on cover, as opposed to it being a cutting shield. You actually get a pair of scissors. Professional hair. I'd say that look quite professional, wouldn't you guys? A comb. You also have the, this is like, is it QVS or QVC? You know, the selling channel. No, it's so not. This is Joseph, House of Joseph. And this video is so it's not sponsored at all. And these are the cutting shields. And as I said, there's 10 lengths in there. And you also get that, which I've explained to you. You'll need to lubricate the blade. And sadly, this didn't come with a little, sometimes they come with little tubes of white mineral oil. But let's put those over there, sorry. Shall I focus on you rather than trying to tidy up? Because I could tidy up any time and I can only spend a certain amount of time with my gorgeous ones out there. So I should really be focusing on you, shouldn't I? But I'm just trying to take the shrink wrapping off. Is there a perforation? No, there wouldn't be, would there? No. Right, I'll just battle with this and I'll see you in a, because I'm going to go and get my mineral oil now, which is in the kitchen. And I'll talk to you about why you need mineral oil in a sec. So that's the component, or the blade, the cutting. Can you see? Right, that was me waffling on about shields to keep the blades in check, basically to keep them nice and clean, and stop stuff from getting on them like fluff and you know bits of breadcrumbs and stuff like that, which there's a load of in this building. So yeah, so just keep hold of that as well, and that just unclips there, and then you just clip him on there. So I have quite high hopes of £14. Do you know what I mean, guys? Should possibly not be spending money on myself at this time of year, thinking of other people. However, I need to look good for my beautiful ones out there, don't I? And I need to look good for someone else too. But coincidentally, beautiful ones, the bottle of white mineral oil I have is by the same company who makes the clippers, so Wahl. So these two, with this one, we'll go with anyone. Anyway, it's just basically liquid petroleum or white mineral oil, but this will lubricate the blades, and that's quite important to stop them, A, from rusting, and B, it helps them rub alongside each other, so it gives them lubrication, basically, in other words. So now then, beautiful ones, do you want me to, I know some of you want me to look like an idiot, so do you want me to put the little black cape on? Should we go for the full immersive Wahl hair cutting, hair clipping experience, shall we? Shall I put this cape on my shoulders and look like a Batman or a witch of Easterwick or something? Shall I do that? Okay, it's not quite, we've missed Halloween this year, haven't we, guys? We so have. It's just it's pouring down today. If this doesn't suit me or it looks ridiculous, I guess I could wear it as some kind of a flasher's mac, couldn't I? Or a flasher's mac. So the wrong term, isn't it? A rain mac, or a mac, basically a rain shield. Or... So I'll have to just have a quick look at this over here just to work out how you put this thing on. Right, okay. So it's got like a dip in the middle with these two bits over here. So I assume you just... There's Velcro. Wow, I was going to say, is there Velcro? No Velcro, so you can't anchor it anyway. I guess you just pop it over your shoulders like so. Wow. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'll just pause that, and then you can take in the full immersive experience now, guys. Is that okay? So beautiful ones, you're there. Yeah, you're there, guys. So sorry, it's just so bright in here, and the viewfinder is so small. Yeah, you are there. How you all doing, guys? You all okay? Lovely. All ready for Crimbo? Hope so. What you all doing this year? Anything exciting? Relatives? What did you want for Christmas this year is the biggest question of all. And my third question today is, do you like mince pies? Because I can't keep doing that, guys. I love mince pies. Do you guys like mince pies? My tip this Christmas is to put them in a bowl, stick them in the microwave about a minute, because they've obviously got the sugar in them, which heats up really quickly, doesn't it? So do be careful. They might burn your lips. Once they're steaming hot and sizzling, cover them in custard, ice cream or cream. You've got yourself a beautiful pudding there, beautiful ones. So shall I stop talking about Christmas desserts and to show you this hideous. Wow. No, and there's no point in me wearing this because I have an old t-shirt on, but you know what I mean. Feel free if you want to wear the old PVC Flashes Mac. It so isn't a Flashes Mac. Stop calling it a Flashes Mac because I don't know if any of my subscribers are Flashes out there. I hope not. Do you know what I mean? Just post. And there's quite a bit of cardboard involved as well. Oh yeah, and you'll never ever guess in a million years what they put inside the box, guys. Something I have wanted my entire life, and I've searched high and low for it. Couldn't find it anywhere. Do you want to know what it is? Piece of polystyrene. This is a corded hair clipper. So I don't know yeah, you can see that there, kind of. So it's possibly around, I'd say that's a good 2 meters in length. Very long. So, and the other clipper I had before wasn't that long really, and you had to be very close to a mirror. I'm gonna have to do all of this just using the camera as my mirror. I have another mirror here, which means I can check sides and stuff. My first criticism about this £14 hair clipper, wow, is that, can you see the calibrator there? And generally I prefer a lever or a handle that you can just twist, and what the calibrator does is it helps you to fine tune the level of cutting action basically. So the bottom blade, by twisting the calibrator, pushes it up slightly so that the blades aren't level, that the bottom one's slightly more forwards or slightly more upwards, so that you have your hair remains a little bit longer. Again, we're talking millimeterage here, so it's not going to make much difference really, is it? Right, beautiful ones. So I've got a bit of a cold at the minute, so if I keep coughing and spluttering and spreading my germs all around, mind you, it's only we're doing this virtually, aren't we? So you can't catch my filthy old germs at the minute, can you? Now, be honest with me, beautiful ones, please. Utter 100% honesty here. Do any of you ever read the instructions? Because I so never, ever do. I just can't be bothered with it. Do you know what I mean? There's so much else to get on with, isn't there? And so much else to do, especially if something's quite self-explanatory, like I'm saying that now, I'm gonna end up scalping myself or making myself totally ridiculous with strips of hair, tufts of hair left, and yeah, okay, it'll be my own fault for not reading the instructions, but I'm willing to take that risk for you beautiful ones out there and for Crimbo, and in the spirit of Christmas and all of that, I'm willing to take that risk. So I'll need to take the shield off, so if you just pop that off. Okay, and what we're gonna do first of all is to lubricate the blades, and all you need to do is just get your, if it comes in a pour bottle with a twist up cap like that, makes life. I got that off eBay, something like £5, and that's 100. How much? 118.3 mils. So that is 4 fluid ounces. I thought it would be something like that. So, and all I do is, you see that where those lines are on the cutting blade themselves, the teeth, I guess you could call them, couldn't you? All you need to do is just put that. Oh, bugger, it's really runny. Quite warm in here, although we're in the middle of winter. Can't stand the cold. Can you guys? Such an old drama queen, aren't I, guys? Can you see the oil running down there? That's fine. Just finger that in and then wipe it on your shorts, or if you don't want to wipe it on your shorts, maybe go and get yourself a J-cloth, or and then what I need to do is just to run this through a few cycles. So what I'll do is did you see the piece of, why am I showing you? You don't need to see all of that. Like, no, you so don't. Right, I'll just plug him in down here. You hear me screaming and start seeing sparks flying, and you know I have actually electrocuted myself. So I'm gonna have to go and get some tissue paper back in a minute, because that's gonna give me nightmares now. A few beautiful ones out there have just done what I've just done and got oil everywhere. Just go and get yourself some tissue, because the tissue will absorb the oil quite easily, and just give that a quick wipe over. Do try and keep your equipment nice and clean though, guys. That's the biggest thing I want you guys to take away from today, please, is that, you know what I mean, if you keep that would last. The other one sounded like a tank. We're gonna have to calibrate it. Do you hear that buzzing noise? It's quite high pitched, isn't it? We need to twist that cross with a circle with a cross through it, round either clockwise or anti-clockwise until the noise goes. So, and that means that that's calibrated then. So I'll go and get a knife now. Right, beautiful one. So turn your clipper on, so you hear that buzzing noise, and then go in with a butter knife will do, oh no, turn it off actually. I was going to say, because some of these you can do that with. Right, so that's a little bit quieter, and I did it that way, didn't I? I think that's probably ready to use actually, because it's not quite rattling anymore. Yeah, I think that's ready to use. Brilliant. Right, now we need to choose which blade I'm going to use. Where's the box? Oh, these should have the millimeter each on them, shouldn't they? Should we just go with the yellow one? Why not? And then we'll use the red one to... Yeah, okay. Let's do that. This is definitely the hair clipper set that keeps on giving, guys. There's a little... this is the blade or the cutting shields in like a little plastic tray. Again, way too much plastic. I wish I'd used cardboard instead. I mean, that could end up in a seal's stomach or a whale's throat, couldn't it? And you get a little bottle of mineral oil, possibly enough there to last you a year or two. And you see that little brush in there as well. That's a bigger version of... this one is fun, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I've just realised what that one's flicking off hair, off your face, off your hair, off your neck and shoulders. This one, the little black one in there, is to get into the teeth, and that bit there, I don't know if you can see it, between the teeth and the black plastic bit, that can grab onto the hairs, and especially if you're using oil, because it makes it sticky, doesn't it? Why am I trying to put this moment off? I'm a little bit nervous actually, guys, if I'm honest with you. I've never done anything like this before, not with people watching, I haven't. So we said the yellow one, didn't we, to start? No, that's too big. Yellow one is number 5. Oh, is it orange, do you reckon? No, number 4. Where's number 2 then? And what colour is number 2? Oh, I'm getting ever so stressed here, guys. Ah, there's number 2, right, so... What I'll do is I'll just show you 2 of the cutting shields. So that's number 8, and that is how many centimetres? 25 millimetres, no. Yeah, 25 millimetres, so 0.25 centimetres, isn't that? My maths has never been my strong point, so don't judge beautiful ones, please. I know you wouldn't anyway, I'm just kidding. And the purple one, so that's a pale powder blue, Wedgwood sort of blue, and the purple one, I don't know if you can see, it's got number 2 written on it there, and that one is 6 millimetres, and that's what the one we will use aujourd'hui, or today, which is English, because I am actually, well, I'm in fact Welsh, and I don't know a word of French, so I don't know why I keep showing off and making out I'm fluent in that particular language, because I don't know it at all, I really don't. So, can you see that on my, it's beard conditioner. Let's just rub that in a little bit more, rather than sat there with a great big blob of it on this old face of mine. Right, okay. Shall I? Yeah, okay. I'll have to get on with this and do this. Really stressed and really quite nervous and anxious now. Not because it could go wrong, because at the end of the day, hair grows back, doesn't it? Just in case this all goes TU or tits up. So what you need to do is just to pop the, and it's very firm. And the ones that I had before, the black, I can't remember what make it is. I could find out, couldn't I? Let you know. The clipper I had, this predecessor, the shields were really soft, and you had quite a bit of trouble getting them on. That just snapped on, and that looks quite funky, doesn't it? I'm liking the black. Give me retro vibes of a 1960s hair clipper. Did they have hair clippers in the 1960s? I'm sure they possibly did. Right, I can't put this moment off any longer, guys, can I? No. Right, so when you next see me, I'll be... Right, let's go on and do that now, shall we? Point of no return. And what I tend to do is go up, and I can do this with my eyes closed now. I can, and you know, I've always cut my, well, not always. Wow, it's just cutting through the hair beautifully, and my hair is really curly naturally, so, and very thick, so right. And you'll hear the cutting blades cutting into the hair, and when you've cut enough off, or your hair's short enough, and the shields are doing their job, you won't feel it cutting your hair anymore. Does that make sense? Hope so. Right, this is the top of my head now. Get the front parts of the front hairs off. I'm gonna have to lift you up a little bit, guys. Is that okay? Sorry. Positioning is everything when filming YouTube tutorials. So this is just cutting through my hair like knife through a hot knife through butter. It's beautiful. Such a good product. Sometimes they can pull, do you know what I mean? Especially if you haven't calibrated it properly, or it doesn't, the buzzing noise doesn't quite sound right, and then you put it onto your hair and it suddenly starts grabbing on, and that can be quite painful. And all I do then is just go front to back. I'll do the back of my hair off camera if that's okay, guys. So all I'm doing here is going front to back, aren't I, guys? Can you see that? And I'll give that a jolly good clean afterwards. So obviously you need to keep your equipment as clean as possible, don't you, as I keep saying. And then same on that side there. I've done that side, haven't I? And because we are cutting our own hair, it's really important that we then go in with the shorter the red clipper, the clipping shield to just do around my ears and around my neck. I'm loving the fact this feels quite chunky under your hand or in your hand. It feels really, really, really substantial, which is lovely. You feel safe with it. Does that make sense? Hope so. And I've got nothing on my face. I've just had a hot bath. And can you see my salt and peppering's coming through much lighter now? Because obviously it's much shorter, isn't it? And the grey or the white hairs are exposed. And I actually use purple shampoo on my hair, because purple neutralises brassy yellow tones and it makes white hair much, much more pure and much whiter. I'm going for the Scandinavian sort of ash grey sort of look, fag ash. Do you know Fag Ash Lil? Just call me Fag Ash Lil, guys. Right, I can feel it tugging on the back of my hair. Now the back of my hair is particularly curly. Obviously you lie on the back of your hair, don't you? And I think backs of heads tend to be a little bit more neglected. If that happens, just run a comb through it before you, do you know what I mean, before you start chopping. Yeah, no, Christmas this year, I'm really, really, really excited. Are you guys? Hope so. It's a good time of year, isn't it? It is. I think it's a good time of year to be nice to people as well. And I don't know, I was going to say try and forgive, but some things you can't forgive, can you? Turn that off. Why I start waffling on about forgiveness and getting on my high horse, which I often do. Well, I'm quite low down, guys. No, I need to be low down though. So my t-shirt is now covered in black fluff or grey fluff or whatever. So that's basically it so far. I wouldn't stop there though, guys. I'd go over that, because then what I need to do is go over horizontally. I've gone vertically, haven't I? From back to front, front to back. Now I need to go from left to right, and then I go right to left, just to make sure that I haven't missed any areas. But I'll go and do the back off camera, and when I come back, we'll talk about this a little bit more, and then we'll close, because I don't want to keep you any longer than is strictly necessary on this dismal, and it is dismal today in England. It's been tipping down all night and all morning, and it's now coming up to 9:45 a.m. and it doesn't look like it's going to shift anytime soon. So typical winter, British winter. Right, gorgeous ones. That's about as short as I like to go, and I think yeah, it's basically, and it's manageable now. Do you know what I mean? And it makes me look butch. So, in fact, my granddad used to call me butch when I was a little boy, because I was a right little bugger when I was a child, like right little naughty boy, tear away. Although as a newborn baby, my mum will tell you, I didn't cry once. I was a very, very good newborn baby. And then around the age of 2, I became very naughty. My granddad called me butch because I actually did look quite like a little thug. And I do as an adult, don't I? Let's face it. You know what I mean? Right, shall I? And what I'll do now is I'll go left to right. So can you hear it still cutting into my hair? So we haven't got all the hairs off yet, which isn't a major cause for concern when your hair is really short or really well. Shall I shut up and just? Yeah, I'll do that. Shall I? Right, okay. Going across, are we? Not back to right. Okay. Very impressed with these. Really, really, really loving them. As I said, it's the fact that they just feel so substantial in the hand. And I could probably go and throw this at the wall. Do you know what I mean? And it would still. I won't do that though, guys. That's 14 quid down the drain, isn't it? If I did go and do that, shattered and destroyed beyond recognition, just because I'm trying to prove a point. No, I'm joking. I'd never do that. I would have as a 2-year-old child, though. Do you know what I mean? No, I wouldn't have. Sorry, that's my cold. As I said, I'm a little bit poorly at the minute, but never too poorly to film for my gorgeous guys out there. And I do love you all very much. How are you all doing? Shall I stop asking you how you're doing? That must be ever so annoying. Right, okay. And I actually even trim my beard with this. You don't need a separate beard trimmer. You don't. We're getting there, guys, aren't we? So, and then just go backwards and forwards, or forwards to back, because if you go that way, it's not doing anything at all. It's not, just won't, do you know what I mean? And don't go that way. Don't go in the direction of the growth, because you won't get any hairs up either. But wow, yeah, I'll just get that bit there. My bangs, or my fringe, or whatever they're called in America. I will stop preening, and I might have to speed some of this up in a minute. But I'll put music to this track as well, to this video as well, do you know what I mean? So you're not just sat there in silence with an annoying buzzing sound. Actually, my mum's pretty poorly at the minute. She's got this same cold as I have, and she's been laid up for nearly 3 weeks. Right, beautiful ones. So that is basically the final look. What do we reckon? Same as I always look. I get that, guys. Do you know what I mean? But we're a little bit short today, aren't we? We are. My hair, I mean, not me, because I'm 6'3", pushing 6'4", somewhere between 6'3" and 6'4". Very tall. My mum was 6'4", 6 foot for years, and now she's shrunk as she's gotten older. My dad used to be 6'2", and I'm by far the tallest out of us children. My big brother's slightly shorter than me. My sister's around 5'11", 6 foot. So why am I telling you the height statistics of my family? Supposed to be talking about this, aren't we? Yeah. Ever so poorly, guys. Ever so poorly today. Not fair. And another piece of advice I'll give you, beautiful ones, is to clean up as you go, because, and I so haven't cleaned up as I've got on today, have I? Because granted, I've been filming for my gorgeous guys out there, you beautiful ones, and I'm not very well either today, am I? No, so I'm allowed to not clean up as I go. However, if you clean up as you go, you won't have so much to do at the end. So I need to flick all of that off now. Where's the flicker? Should we call that a flicker? Where is it? Right, my gorgeous people, I'll go and have a quick clean up, and then I'll come back and say goodbye and wish you all a beautiful weekend, because today is Saturday, a rainy old Saturday. See you in a minute. Right, beautiful ones. So my hair is now about how many millimeters did we? 6, wasn't it? Something I can't remember. But what do you reckon? Not bad, is it? And I did that myself. So and then what I would do is just go in with the number. I won't show you now because I'm feeling a bit rough. I need to go and have a lie down. No, I'm joking. But I've put the shields away now. But I go in with a shorter one and just clip around my ears, because obviously you can't get into the hair because of the awkwardness of having your ear. They're all great big lugs. Like, I used to be called Jumbo at school because my ears used to be like that. They used to stick out, and they're quite big ears as well. But as I've gotten older, they've grown into my face, and I also had a precancerous lesion behind this ear, and they actually pinned the ear back. They removed the lesion and pinned my entire ear back, so that one's slightly flatter than that one. I don't know whether you can see that or not. Poor me. Okay, beautiful ones. I really, really hope you enjoyed today's review and trial of the Wahl, what's it called? Colour Pro corded hair clipper. I better go now, beautiful ones. I hope you have a lovely, lovely Saturday. And do remember, I love you all very, very much. I'll speak to you all before Christmas, won't I? Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, guys. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Take care. See you soon. Bye.